Welcome back again, everyone. We're going to get to the Throwback 2000 Topps football. Now, it's kind of I can say throwback. Almost 90% of what we open here is a throwback, I guess, technically. But for an actual full box, this should be a fun one. So there is autograph cards. They didn't have it on the box. We'll see here slowly. So if you want to pause the screen as we go. So there's auto reprints. I mean, a lot of stuff that's pretty hard to hit, essentially. So we're going to do a row at a time. So let's just get right into it. There's going to be so many Hall of Famers. So we're probably not going to be sleeving or doing a crazy amount of that. I might throw some up just on the stand. So transactions, starting it off with Kennison. Warren Sapp. So we're not going to get any shortage of Hall of Fame players. Troy Aikman, Marcus Robinson, Marshall Faulk, Lewis, Ricky Waters. That one's sticking there. Another transactions. Jeff George, Ben Coates, Rivers. And I will show you the back of the card. Let's grab the Marshall Faulk one there. So again, these were always hard to grade when you got the little marks that can be around the outside. But like anything from this time, we are really looking for the inserts. It's kind of what the part that intrigues us. Joe Horn, Jeff Garcia, Small, Brooks. Well, that first pack sure had a pile of Hall of Famers compared to this. Champ Bailey. First draft pick, Chris Samuels. Jake Delhomme. Miller, Streets, and Cedric Ward. Millennium Milestones. You can see a little crunchy. Mo Lewis, Torrey Holtz. Throwback, Terrell Davis, Case. Drew Bledsoe, Gus Frerotte, Ricky Williams, Victor Green, Tony G. Folk season highlights. And then a Kurt Warner season highlights. Well, looks like we got some type of insert or hit, maybe we can call it. And McCaffrey. Well, maybe they're making up giving us a good hit because they just gave us a back-to-back. I don't think I recall seeing that very often in older boxes. Centers. Herbie. Well, that's actually, we'll save that one here for just a sec. I'm not going to wait till the end or anything crazy. Deion Sanders, Brian Dawkins, Green. Stats and Stars, Marvin Harrison. So that is the, I wonder if that's the Own the Game. So 3 of these per hobby box. So we're going to throw that one up there. Great to get a Marvin Harrison too. There we go. Starting it off. There we go. So we should get a few of those. And then we're going to get an auto, right? Is that what we're aiming at? Donovan McNabb. Bryant Young, Jimmy Smith, Thomas, Warwick Dunn, Chandler, Brackens, Green, Douglas, Favre, Millennium Milestones, James Johnson, Marcus Coleman, Orlando. Interesting. A lot of those same, I guess it'd be more of a subset, I think, in there, isn't it? The regular set, anyways. Charlie Garner, Frank Sanders, Graham, Doug Flutie, Michael Westbrook, Hey, is this only the second draft pick? Unless I've missed him. That's only the second one we've had in here so far. I mean, the Chris Samuel, sorry, was the first one. Fiedler, Miller, Curtis Conway, Curse. Well, that was a pretty weak first row, or first section there. Tim Brown. We get lots of Hall of Famers, but when it comes to like rookies or some of these hits, Hulk, Pollard, Sean Jeffries, Esty Strand, Tucker, Sunday Green, and a checklist. Curtis Martin, Walls, Shin, Cade McNown, Rob Johnson, Jones, Biakvatuka, Cody, Terry Glenn. That's the first one we've seen with a little bit of. There's the other one, Edger James. That's not bad either. Oh, Europe prospects. Daft, Paulus, Graziani, Norman Miller. Don't recognize a lot of those names. I'm sure one of you draft gurus, prospect gurus for football might chime in on some of those lanes. Save everybody from needing to Google that. So yards rushing on the game. Curse, Ronnie Kennison, Warren Sapp, Troy Aikman, Marcus Robinson, Ricks, Glee, Cardell, Kevin Johnson, Mac, Dre Cooper, and a season highlights with Dyson Check. Not impressed so far. I think it's like a lot. We're going to get a lot of Hall of Famers, which, again, those are always fun to have anyway. So, now if we can just get a few of the big rookies in here, because we got what? Urlacher is probably the biggest one, huh? Kevin Hardy, Kitna, Fletcher, Courtney Brown, Hasselbeck. Well, we're getting through them. Keyshawn Johnson, Mo Lewis, Torrey Holt, Elvis Grbeck, T. Davis, James Allen, John Randall, the Beast himself, Honey Toomer, Kurt Warner, Bryson, more of the Europe prospects, Maury, Jeff Ogden, and Ted White. There is no Brady in here. Anybody was wondering? Charlie Batch, Allen, you have Dyson, Carter, Bates, Price. We got something that is not in Own the Game. Power Locks. Two decent guys, Williams and James there. Herman Moore, Joey Galloway, and a good old Chris Carter. Just gonna look up this combos. Yeah, I think these are 3. These be 3 per box too. Well, that's a cool card though. Well, we've had some cool inserts. We've had not so cool rookies. We're 50% there. So let's see what rookies we can find on these last couple. I think been Tim Brown, Sean Jeffers, Buchanan, Steve Nasty, or James Nasty. Looking at 2 names at once. James Allen, Chris Sanders, and Brooks. Like, as you see it there too, I have a 99 tops. It's kind of a weird pack. I do have a 99 tops that we have up there that will be opening as well. Johnson, Rich Gannon, Randy Moss, Curtis Martin, Wesley Walls, Dante Culpepper, Jones, Biaka Batuka again. Why don't you throw some rookies here? Usim Muhammad. We're just going to throw this one up back there. Kubiak, Nord, and Bobby Ingram. So a couple more Europe prospects. Molds, Tony Richardson, Priest Holmes, Curse, Ricks, Cleve McCardo, Johnson, Barlow, Lloyd, Emmett Smith. Season highlights. I have a pretty good stack of the Hall of Fame type guys over here, that's for sure. But again, we need to hit some better rookies out of this deal. Junior. Sayal. German. Hardy. Kitna. Fletcher. Draft pick. Morris. Rookie. Shaw. As you can see, they have the draft pick, and then they have the rookie, which is a little harder to see up there. That's why I thought maybe if I zipping through, I might have missed one. Terry Allen. Shepard. So they're just a little bit movement to get them loose. Antonio Freeman, Kevin Keyshawn Johnson, John Randall, Amani Toomer, Kurt Warner, OJ Duffy, Stewart, Shannon Sharp, and Anthony Wright. Man, we just have not hit the rookies in this one. We're about 3/4 done. Looks like we're going to get another one of those power locks with the duo cards. Cade McNown, Johnson, Batch, Eric Allen, Terry Glenn, Toronto Means, Bates, Price, Stephen Davis, and Fred Taylor, Andre Reed, Montgomery, Bettis. All right, we're at the last stack already. We are at the last stack. Steve McNair. Let's see some of these rookies pop out. Vinny Testaverde, Ty Law, Scott. Second time that happened. Pete Mitchell, Reed Jackson, Hicks, Hill, Floyd. I will say, though, at least it's cool to get a lot of the Hall of Famers. We obviously got the Randy Moss, which I like. Eric Allen, Tim Williams, Smith, Glenn, Robert Smith, J.J. Stokes, Poole, Kirkland. There we go. That's cool. Kurt Warner, Marshall Fall. That's a pretty stacked team then, huh? This one we'll sleeve up. We got Johnny and Peyton Manning. And how many times have we had my phone go off when it's in the other room when I'm doing these? You know, sometimes I don't plan ahead very well, but that's okay. James, Eddie George, Horde, Charles Johnson. You know, almost every time when I get done and I go grab my phone as well, it's spam 95% of the time. Thurman Thomas, Brett Favre, Lane Wilson. No checklist at the back of that one. 3 packs. All of the expected cards are out. So now we need the unexpected. T.O., Jurevicius, Rod Woodson, Springs, Deuce Staley, Pritchard, Schulters, Bynum, Farr, Pittman, Northcutt, Collins. The sigh of seeing that rookie, not have it be at least one of the few main ones, anyways. Rod Smith, Romanowski, Levens. It's not like now where you're just pulling like piles of base rookies. Peyton Manning, Bennett, Huntley, another Peyton Manning. Well, there's kind of a cool one to get 2 of them. Milestones, Ray Lucas, Europe prospects, Powell, Stecker, Lytle. Wow, brutal rookie class, or not say rookie class, but rookie pulls. So we're not getting much in here, but at least these inserts were some of the better ones. Hakeem, Woodson, Bennett, Edwards, Tiki Barber, Darryl Green. Is this just another one of the top stars? They're throwing an extra one in there. Dan Marino, Mathis, Jake Reed. It is another Own the Game. Well, Hall of Famers and big names left and right. Just not the rookies, which is pretty shocking to not get them in that many. Craziness. So we got all these European prospects. So our main draft pick was there. Shaw. We got the rookies. Europe. Courtney Brown. Europe. And Chris Samuels, which I'll throw right on the top there. So decent. And then this is how big of a stack of our other big names. Peyton and Owens, Favre, like all of your big players. So that is the cool part. That is a lot of crazy, good, fun singles. And then we did get the C. Muhammad, Davis Taylor. So we organize these when I'm done anyways. So James and Ricky Williams, one of my favorite, along with the Colt Heroes Unitas. So to me, 2 of my favorite cards out of the deal. And then the only game, we got the big 3 here. Falk, Harrison, and James. Cool inserts. I wonder if there's a difference between this one and this one, or if that's just the background they decided to go with. Notice it's just a little bit different. I'm sure I'll look up difference in almost like the wave and stuff in there. So there it is. Thanks for jumping on. I'm trying to get some basketball going again, but I got another good football one. We'll get some basketball, and yeah, lots of fun boxes left. So thanks for joining. We'll see you back here tomorrow.